My barber stopped cutting and asked, "Why do you have the same tattoo as the missing person poster outside?" I froze in the chair, scissors still hovering over my head. "What missing person poster?" I asked, but Tony was already walking to the window. He pointed at a flyer taped to the glass outside his shop. "That one. Missing guy named Jake Morrison. Same eagle tattoo on the left shoulder blade. Same scar through the wing from what I can see." My stomach dropped because my name was Jake Morrison, and I definitely had that exact tattoo. "Tony, that's probably just a coincidence. Lots of people have eagle tattoos." But Tony was shaking his head, studying my reflection in the mirror. "Jake, I've been cutting your hair for 2 years. Never seen your full name anywhere until today. And this poster says Jake Morrison went missing 3 months ago." He showed me his appointment book. "But you've been coming here every month like clockwork." I twisted around to look at the poster through the window. The photo was grainy and taken from a distance, but it definitely looked like me. Same build, same hair color, same general features. "This has to be some mistake," I said, but my voice sounded shaky even to me. "Maybe there's another Jake Morrison with a similar tattoo." Tony pulled the poster off his window and brought it inside. "Says here he disappeared from Portland, Oregon on March 15th. His family's offering a $10,000 reward." He looked at me carefully. "Jake, where were you living before you moved here?" I tried to remember, but my memories before arriving in this town were surprisingly fuzzy. "I came from the East Coast," I said, but even as I said it, I wasn't sure if that was true. "Been traveling around for work?" Tony raised an eyebrow. "What kind of work?" I opened my mouth to answer and realized I couldn't remember what I told him before. "Construction," I said finally, but it felt like a guess. Tony set down his scissors completely. "Jake, this is serious. If this is you on this poster, your family thinks you're dead or kidnapped. There are people looking for you." He pulled out his phone. "Maybe we should call the number and clear this up." My heart started racing, and I didn't know why. "Wait," I said, grabbing his wrist. "Let me think about this first. If I call that number and it's not me, I'll be wasting everyone's time. And if it is me," I trailed off because I couldn't finish that thought. If it was me, then I had no memory of having a family or disappearing from anywhere. Tony sat down in the chair next to me. "Jake, when you first came to my shop, you paid cash, said you were new in town, starting fresh, but you never talked about where you came from or why you moved here. That seemed normal at the time, but now," he gestured at the poster, "now it seems like maybe you were running from something." I stared at my reflection, trying to remember my life before this town. I had an apartment here, a job at the hardware store, a routine, but when I tried to think further back, everything got blurry. "I think I might have been in an accident," I said slowly. "Hit my head or something. My memory of the past few years is pretty foggy." "That would explain a lot," Tony said gently. "Head injuries can cause amnesia. Maybe